thank all y'all for coming. Today is our Sunday 10:30 charity class where we do a rotating charity every Sunday. This particular month here, we're doing it for CAP, the Chemical Addiction Program, that helps out folks that may not have proper insurance or something to try to get some type of rehabilitative relief. And so we all have rotating charities. It's just a donation class. The charities donate each month. We just take suggestions from our students. Today we're going to be trying the live Facebook feed, so that's all the way cool. And with that being said, man, let's ride that wave. So, coming into a comfortable seated upright position. And as you come into that comfortable seated upright position with the shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders, taking nice deep inhalations, long slow exhalations. And as you take the nice deep inhale, allowing the lungs to fill with fresh oxygen, positive energy, slowing down the exhale to last just a little bit longer than the inhalation. Having that little snoring sound at the back of the throat as you engage the glottis, and keeping that same little sound on the exhale as you exhale through the nose, sounding kind of like waves of an ocean rolling in. Taking nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. My name is Breeze, and I'll be your guide on our yogic journey today. So now, nice, slow, and control as we all relax into the moment, staying focused on our breath. Let's take this moment in time to notice all sensations throughout the body. Noticing where you may have any tightness, where you may have any tension, and wherever you feel any tightness or tension in the body, just focusing fresh oxygen, positive energy into those areas. And then just release it on the exhale. If any thoughts come to your mind throughout the practice, that's all the way cool. Just recognize, acknowledge those thoughts, and then release them and come back to them later. And now, nice, slow, and controlled, we're going to start slowly combining movement with the breath. And as we slowly bring our hands to the heart center, to Anjali Mudra, inhale as the hands move forward, out to the side, rising up over the head as the palms come together, and on the exhale, releasing the hands back out to the side, floating back around to the front, to the heart center, and inhale. Nice, slow, and control. Palms rising to the sky, shoulder blades down the back, and exhale. Nice, slow, and control. Hands floating back to the heart center, and inhale. Slowing down the movement, slowing down the breath, and exhale. Nice, slow, and control. Hands floating to the heart center, and inhale. And this time as we inhale, we're going to add a gentle rotation. And on the exhale, bring the left hand inside the left knee, the right hand behind, looking over the right shoulder. And inhale, the palms floating back to the sky. Nice, slow, and controlled. And as we exhale, the right hand inside the right knee, the left hand behind, looking over the left shoulder. And inhale. Nice, slow, and controlled. And exhale as we focus on the breath. And inhale. Palms rising to the sky. And exhaling the right hand back inside the right knee. Inhale, the palms floating up over the head. Nice, slow, and controlled. And exhale. As we gently allow the spine to rotate. Inhale, the palms floating back up. And exhale. Gently looking over the left shoulder. And this time, as we inhale the palms over the head, we're just going to exhale the hands forward. And as we exhale the hands forward, flexing out the chest, allowing the spine to be long, allowing the fingers to float out, shoulder blades down the back, taking the nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. And we'll be holding all postures, approximately 8 to 10 breaths today. So at any point in time, if you'd like to back out of posture, take a nice deep breath. Or if you'd like to go a little deeper into the posture, that's all the way cool, man. Just remember, this is your practice. And now nice, slow, and control as we take the nice deep inhalation. We're going to slowly allow the hands to start walking to the right. And as the hands walk towards the right, flex out the chest, allow the spine to be long, and the center of the chest starts coming towards the right knee. Now you want to keep both sitting bones evenly grounded into the mat, the shoulder blades down the back. Every time you inhale, allow the spine to be long. And every time you exhale, just relaxing a little deeper into the posture. Taking those nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. And now nice, slow, and control. we're going to slowly allow the hands to start walking back towards the front. And as they come to the front, just allow them to ease on over to the left. And as they ease over to the left, keeping both sitting bones firmly grounded into the mat, flexing out the chest. And allow that chest to just slowly drift forward, slowly coming towards that left knee. Shoulder blades down the back, the spine stays long. Taking that nice deep inhalation, the long, slow exhalation. Just riding that wave of the breath, man. And now, nice, slow, and control. We're going to slowly allow the hands to start walking back towards the front. And as the hands walk towards the front, the shoulder blades down the back, allowing the chest to float forward, both sitting bones grounded into the mat. And just notice the chest may come out a little farther. The hands may slide a little further on the mat. And that's all the way cool, man. Taking the nice deep inhale, long, slow exhale, staying focused on our breath. And now, nice, slow, and control as we slowly allow the hands to start walking back in. We're going to bring the hands behind the back. And as you bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, pressing the hands away from the torso, looking towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, dropping your chin towards the chest. Keeping your hands pushed away from the torso and staying focused on the breath. Taking the nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. Noticing all points of contact with the mat. Flexing out the chest, the spine stays long. And now nice, slow, and control as we all take the nice deep inhalation. And on the exhale, let's just allow the hands to float out to the side. And on your next inhale, let's watch the right hand float up and over. And let's focus on the palm of the right hand. Now, if you need to walk this left hand out or bend this left elbow, that's all the way cool. Keeping both sitting bones evenly grounded into the mat, shoulder blades down the back. Your drishti, your focal point, is the palm of the right hand. Taking the nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales, and staying focused on our breath. And now as we all take the nice deep inhale together, on the exhale, let's just slowly allow the right hand to start drifting towards the floor. And on our next inhale, the left hand floats up, looking up to the left palm, staying focused on our breath. Shoulder blades down the back, both sitting bones evenly grounded into the mat. Taking the nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. Just staying focused on the breath. If you need to walk that right hand out or bend that right elbow, that's all the way cool. And just relaxing into the moment. And now nice, slow, and control as we take a nice deep inhalation. And on the exhale, let's just slowly allow this left hand to come towards the floor. And now as we bring both hands to the knees, nice, slow, and control, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, just drop your chin to the chest. And then just start slowly rolling the neck. And as you slowly roll the neck, take about 8 to 10 seconds per revolution. Nice, slow, and controlled. Keeping the spine straight up and down. And you'll notice if you flex out the chest, the spine will get a little longer, a little straighter. Noticing how both sitting bones are firmly grounded into the mat. Taking nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. And just coordinate the movement with your breath. And now, nice, slow, and control. We're just going to change directions. Nice, slow, and control, rolling the neck, flexing out the chest, allowing the spine to be long. And just taking about 8 to 10 seconds per revolution. Trying to coordinate the movement with your breath. Taking nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. control, as we bring this to a close, we're going to come in to do a seated cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to push the belly forward, looking up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, rounding the back like an angry cat, pulling the belly button to the spine, chin to the chest. And inhale. And then exhale, pulling the belly button to the spine, shifting each vertebra. And just coordinate this with your breath. Nice, slow and controlled, allowing the lungs to fill with fresh oxygen, positive energy. And on the exhale, just releasing all carbon dioxide, toxins, and negativity from your body. Nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. And just subtly shifting each vertebra. And now as we slowly bring this to a close, we're just going to start rolling the spine. And as you roll the spine, try to shift each vertebra. Nice, slow and control. And coordinate this movement with your breath. Allowing the tailbone to go back, then tucking the tailbone under as you round the spine. Keeping both sitting bones evenly and firmly grounded into the mat. As you coordinate the movement on the breath, just staying focused on your breath. And slowing down the exhalation. And just knowing that this is your practice, just letting your body and mind just relax into the moment, man. And nice, slow and control, moving in the opposite direction. Letting each vertebra gently shift. Coordinating the movement with your breath. Nice, slow and controlled. And now as we slowly bring this to a close, we're going to inhale the arms over the head. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the hands forward, coming onto the knees, hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Press the toes into the mat, allow the sitting bones to come to the sky, and then walking towards the front of the mat. Now keep the fingertips down low, turn your toes in so the outside of the feet's running parallel like the letter H, and hook your opposite elbow. And as you hook the opposite elbow, relax your head, neck, and face, and you can gently sway from side to side. Staying focused on the breath. Now, if you need to bend your knees to make the postures work for you, that's all the way cool. But if you have the legs straight, slightly engage the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps. Now, every time you inhale, the spine gets longer. And every time you exhale, just relaxing a little deeper into the postures. Pressing through all four corners of each foot and focusing on the breath. And now as we all take a nice deep inhalation together, on the exhale, dropping the hands towards the mat beside the toes, and on the inhale, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Nice, slow and control as we allow the arms to float out to the side, up over the head, slightly reaching back. And as we exhale, releasing the hands towards the side, palms facing forward. And just taking a nice deep inhale, the long, slow exhale. And now, nice, slow and control, we're going to treat our arms as if they're empty raincoat sleeves, just hanging at the side. And then just start gently rotating from left to right. Now as you rotate from left to right, looking over your right shoulder, looking over your left shoulder. Now keeping your spine straight up and down, shoulders over the hips, ears up over the shoulders. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. Just riding that wave of the breath, man. Keeping both feet firmly grounded into the mat and allowing that spine to rotate like a spiral staircase, just cruising to the next level. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. And then now, nice, slow and control as we slowly bring this to a close. Palms facing forward, shoulder blades down the back. And let's inhale the arms up over the head, interlace the fingers with the index fingers pointing up. And let's start taking the hips from left to right. Now as you take the hips from left to right, the upper body will move from left to right to counterbalance the weight of your hips moving left to right. Keeping your weight evenly distributed between your feet. Now you want to keep your hips and shoulders in line as if you're pressed between two pieces of glass. And just notice if you'll try to push those palms together a little farther, the arms will get just a little bit straighter. Keeping the arms straight up at your ears and staying focused on your breath. Now if you have any issues with the shoulders, it's okay just to let those hands slide down the side of the thighs. Just remember, this is your practice, man. Staying focused on the breath. And as we slowly bring the swing of the hips to a close, taking a nice deep inhale, the fingertips pressing to the ceiling. And on the exhale, taking your hips to the left, your upper body to the right. Keeping the hips and shoulders in line as if you're pressed between two pieces of glass. Keeping the weight evenly distributed between your feet. Staying focused on your breath. Taking a nice deep inhale, the long slow exhale. Pressing the palms together, allowing the arms to get a little longer, a little straighter. Taking that nice deep inhale, the long slow exhale. And now, nice, slow, and control. Let's take a nice deep inhale and push them hips just a little farther. Feeling a great stretch all the way from that left heel to the tips of the fingers. And inhale, floating up. And on the exhale, taking the hips to the right, upper body to the left. Now, both legs as straight as possible. You can engage the quadriceps, raise the kneecaps. And if you need to leave the hands at the side, that's all the way cool, man. Just making the postures work for you. Arms straight at the ears, pressing the palms together, staying focused on the breath. Weight evenly distributed between the feet. And now, nice, slow and control. Let's take a nice deep inhale and push those hips just a little farther. Feel the great stretch all the way up the right side of the torso. And as we inhale, floating back up, engage your quadriceps, engage the glutes. Arms back, head back. Getting a good back bend. Now if you need to leave the arms on the hips to push the hips forward, that's all the way cool. See the wall behind you. Eventually see the floor. Pressing those fingertips out, bringing the arms back, head back. Getting that good extension of the spine. Slowing down the exhales. Now, nice, slow, and control as we take a nice deep inhalation. And on the exhale, releasing the hands, bend the knees, bring the belly to the thighs, the chest to the knees, and let those elbows come behind the calves. Place the hands on the calves, let the fingertips start sliding down towards the heels. Now, trying to keep the elbows behind the knees, the chest to knee connection, and then start slowly straightening the legs. Now, the minute your chest starts to come away from the knees, that's your edge. Just stay there. Nice deep inhales. And try to keep the elbows behind the knees. And just notice as you go to your edge, the more you relax into it, the further you may go. The straighter the legs may get. Staying focused on the breath. Every time you inhale, the spine gets long. And every time you exhale, relax a little deeper into the posture. And now nice, slow, and control as we use that inner core strength, floating up, straighten the legs, straighten the spine, arms floating out to the side, up over the head, slightly reaching back. And as we exhale, the hands to the side, the palms facing forward, focusing on our breath. Just take a nice deep inhalation and just relax into the moment. And now nice, slow, and control. We're going to inhale, coming into the fierce posture. Press the hips back, shoulder blades down the back. Outside of the feet running parallel like the letter H. Flex out your chest. Now if your hips are here and you're comfortable there, bring them down just a little farther. Taking nice deep inhales. The long, slow exhales. Arms straight at the ears, fingertips floating up and away. And now as we take a nice deep inhalation, come down a little more than halfway, up and back. Exhale, swan diving towards the mat, fingertips in line with the toes. Inhale, look forward to the half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale and fold, step back with the left foot. Now as you step back with the left foot, rotate the left heel into the mat. Bring the hands to the front as we inhale, floating up to Virabhadrasana 1. Now you want to interiorly rotate this left thigh to get the hips parallel to the front of the mat. The right knee over the right ankle, shoulders directly over the hips, shoulder blades down the back. Now you can slightly press through the back of that left foot so that all four corners are firmly grounded into the mat. Taking the nice deep inhale, the long, slow exhale. And you can look down, make sure you're not looking over the right knee, but looking beside the right knee to see the first three toes of the right foot. Fingertips floating up and focusing on our breath. Nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. And now, as we all take a nice deep inhalation, on the exhale, bringing the hands to the front, palms together. And nice, slow, and control, pulling the left hand back. And as we do, turn the toes of the left foot to face the long side of the mat. Palms and out of the elbows facing up. Rotate the palms down. Checking for them first three toes of the right foot. Slightly pressing through the back of the left. Rotating the palms into the floor. Fingertips floating out. Shoulders directly over the hips. Now tuck your tailbone under. Externally rotate your thighs. And focusing on the middle finger of the right hand. Nice deep inhales. The long, slow exhales. Eye of the elbow, this part right here, pointing straight towards the ceiling, palms facing towards the mat. Keep checking to make sure this knee don't come in and it stays directly over the ankle. Nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. And now nice, slow, and control as we take a nice deep inhalation, straightening that right leg. And on the exhale, let's just reach forward with the right hand. And as we get to our edge, bring the right hand down, the left hand floats up, and looking at the thumb of the left hand. Now you want to make sure the spine is directly over the right leg, back as if it's pressed against the wall. Every time you inhale, the spine gets longer, and every time you exhale, just relaxing a little deeper into the posture. Nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. Staying focused on our breath. And now, as we all take a nice deep inhalation together, and on the exhale, we're going to slowly bring that left hand behind the back towards the right thigh. And as we inhale, we're going to take the right knee back over the right ankle. And let's watch this right hand float up and back. Pressing evenly through all four corners of each foot. Now we want to be focusing on the palm of the right hand. And you can glance down to make sure you can still see them first three toes. Other way. There we go. You got it, man. Staying focused on the breath. Nice deep inhales, long, slow exhales. And just staying focused on a nice, safe practice. Tucking that tailbone under, externally rotating the thighs. Feeling them stabilizer muscles kicking in. And now nice, slow, and control. Let's all take a nice deep inhale together. And on the exhale, bringing them arms back out to the side. And let's bend that right elbow, bringing it to the right knee. As we allow the left hand to come up over the head and looking up at the left palm. You can glance down at that right knee to verify it's still over the right ankle. If you need to move it forward to the side. And try to have a straight line from that left heel to the fingertip. Now if you want to go a little deeper, run that right forearm to run parallel to the right shin. Keeping the elbow level with the knee. Using that inner core strength. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. And focusing on the palm of that left hand. Now, nice slow and control as we all inhale, floating up. And let's turn the toes to face the long side of the mat. Bringing the hands to the hips. Inhale. And as we exhale, bending at the hip joints. Bringing the fingertips in line with the toes. Now inhale, look forward to straighten the spine. Now as we exhale, release from the hips. You don't want to roll the spine. You want to keep the shoulder blades down the back and keep it straight. Keep the fingertips in line with the toes, hands and elbows hip width apart. Now you can engage the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps and roll the weight towards the balls of your feet to get the hips up over the ankles. The spine stays long, staying focused on our breath. Every time we inhale, the spine gets longer and straighter, and every time we exhale, releasing the chest a little closer to the mat. Now nice, slow, and control as we bring the hands to the hips, using that inner core strength, floating up with a straight spine. And let's rotate the right foot to the front of the mat. Rotate the left. And now it's all the way cool to take this left foot a little closer to the left side so we can turn the hips to be parallel to the front of the mat. Inhale, the arms floating up over the head. And as we exhale, coming forward with a straight spine, allowing the center of the chest to come towards the right knee. And as we get out to our edge, inhale, floating back up. Nice, slow and controlled. And exhale. Now keep the arms straight with the spine. As you keep the spine long, pressing through both feet. And as we inhale up, riding that wave of the breath. Spine stays long. And exhale. Engaging the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps. Focusing on the breath. And inhale as we slowly rise back up. And now nice, slow control coming forward. Pressing evenly through both feet. Now you can either bring the hands to the blocks, to the mat, or let them hover. Just wherever you're at in the posture today. But if you bring the hands to the mat, turn the palms to face forward and walk the fingers back. Now, don't round the spine. Keep the spine long and straight. Staying focused on your breath. The nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. Every time you inhale, allow that spine to get longer. And every time you exhale, the chest floats out a little farther. Engaging the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps. And focusing on the breath. Now nice, slow, and control. As we inhale, we're going to roll that left foot onto the toe, bend the right knee, step the left foot by the right. Inhale, look forward to the half forward fold. Exhale and fold. As we inhale, back to the fierce posture. Press the hips back, flex out the chest, shoulder blades down the back. Taking a nice deep inhale, a long, slow exhale, and just focusing on our breath. And if you're comfortable with the hips here, bring them down a little farther. You don't never want to push the edge, but you always want to push up to it. Focusing on the breath, take a nice deep inhale, coming down a little more than halfway. Up and back, and exhale the hands to the side. Palms facing forward. And let's just take a nice deep breath together, man. Relaxing into the moment as we inhale back to the fierce posture. Utkatasana, hips pressed back, fingertips floating out. Focusing on our breath. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales, and just feeling all four corners of each foot. Pressing them hips on back, flexing out the chest, and slowing down the exhale. And now as we all take a nice deep inhalation, coming a little more than halfway, up and back. Exhale, swan diving towards the mat with a straight spine, fingertips in line with the toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold, and step back with the right foot. Now as you step with the right foot, rotate the right heel into the mat. Using that inner core strength floating up. Virabhadrasana 1, the warrior posture. Now checking for them first three toes, and make sure you're looking beside the knee, not over the knee. Interiorly rotating that right thigh to get the hips parallel to the front of the mat. You can slightly press through the back of the right foot so all four corners are evenly grounded into the mat. Shoulders directly over the hips, shoulder blades down and back. And just sitting down into the posture. Eventually getting the thigh parallel to the mat. Now you want to make sure the knees over the ankle, not forward, not back, straight up and down. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. And as we all take a nice deep inhalation together, on the exhale, let's just slowly bring the hands to the front, palms together. And then let's slowly pull that right hand back like a bow and arrow. And as we do, turn the toes of the right foot faced alongside the mat, stepping it back, palms out of the elbows up, rotate the palms down. Check for the first three toes of that left foot. Tuck the tailbone under, externally rotate the thighs. Back as if it's pressing into walls, shoulder directly over the hips, and focusing on the middle finger of the left hand. And just relaxing in Virabhadrasana 2, the warrior posture. Staying focused on our breath, and you can slightly press through the back of that right foot so that all four corners of that foot is firmly grounded into the mat. Slowing down your exhale. And now nice, slow and control as we all take a nice deep inhalation, straightening that left leg. And on the exhale, let's reach with the left hand. And as we get to our edge, left hand down, right hand up. As we come into Trikonasana, coming into the triangle posture. Now you want to keep your spine directly over the left leg. Nice, man. That's how you do it. Staying focused on the breath with the nice deep inhales. And every time you inhale, visualize your spine getting longer. And every time you exhale, firmly grounded into the mat. Now you can engage the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps. Pressing evenly through both feet. Focusing on the breath, using that inner core strength. And now as we all take a nice deep inhale together, on the exhale, let's slowly bring that right hand behind the back towards the left thigh. And as we inhale, floating up, take that left knee back over the left ankle as the the left hand floats up and back, focusing on the left palm. Now once again, you can tuck the tailbone, externally rotate the thighs, and glance down to check and make sure you can see them first three toes of that left foot. Fingertips floating up and back, staying focused on the breath. Taking that nice deep inhale, the long slow exhale, and just relaxing into the moment. Now a nice slow and control, taking a nice deep inhale as we prepare to come out to peaceful warrior. And on the exhale, bringing the arms out to the side. And let's bend that left elbow and bring it to the left knee. Let's watch the right hand float over as we come into Parsvottanasana, the extended side angle. Now, if you want to go a little deeper, you can bring that left forearm to run parallel to the left shin, keeping the elbow with the knee, level with the knee. Straight line from that right heel to the fingertip, focusing on the palm of the right hand. Using that inner core strength and pressing evenly through both feet. Nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. And now as we all take a nice deep inhale together, floating up. And let's bring the arms to the side as we turn the toes to face alongside the mat, bringing the hands to the hips. Inhale, filling your lungs with fresh oxygen, positive energy. And as you exhale, bending at the hip joint. Bringing the fingertips in line with the toes. Inhale, look forward to straighten the spine. And as you exhale, release it from the hips. Now engage the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps. And you can slightly roll the weight to the balls of the feet. And get your hips up over the ankles. Now you can always, if you round your spine, just inhale and just let those shoulder blades come down the back. And when you exhale, releasing from the hips, just let the chest come a little closer to the mat. Now you're not going to get as far with the spine straight, but that's okay. Just relax into the moment, focusing on your breath. Now nice, slow and control as we all bring the hands to the hips and use that inner core strength. Inhale, floating up. And as we come up, let's rotate the left foot back to the front of the mat, rotate the right. Now you can step the right foot a little closer to the right side and get those hips parallel to the front of the mat. Dropping the hands to the side, inhale the arms floating up over the head. And as we exhale, bending at the hip joint, keep the arms straight with the torso, center of the chest coming towards the left knee. And as we get out to the edge, inhale, floating back up. Nice, slow and controlled. And exhale. Spine stays long, engaging the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps. And as we inhale, floating back up, riding that wave of the breath, man. And exhale. Nice, slow and controlled. Inhale as we rise. Using that inner core strength. And exhale. Now you can either bring the hands to the blocks, to the mat, or let them hover. And if your hands are on the mat, just turn your palms to face forward and walk them fingers back. And just feel the chest release a little closer to the knee. Now engaging the quadriceps to raise the kneecaps, keeping the shoulder blades down the back. Nice deep inhales, long slow exhales. Every time you inhale, the spine gets longer, and every time you exhale, the chest floats out a little farther. And now nice, slow and control as we prepare to change. Let's roll the right foot onto the toe, bring the hands to the front, bend the left knee, step the right foot by the left. Inhale, look forward to the half forward fold, exhale to fold, and inhale back to the fierce posture. Utkatasana, pressing those hips back, the shoulder blades down the back, feeling all four corners of each foot. Nice deep inhales, long slow exhales. And as we all take a nice deep inhale together, coming a little more than halfway, up and back. Exhale the hands to the side, the palms facing forward. And let's all just take a nice deep breath. Now, we're going to go into a balancing posture, Varsasana, the tree pose. And just remember, the key to all balancing postures, man, and you may want to step off the mat like some of you have, because standing on the solid floor, feeling all four corners of each foot, But keep your gaze soft and steady. Find something that's not going to move. Focus your eyesight there. Now, as we take a nice deep inhale, let's all roll the right foot onto the toe. Now feel that subtle shift of the weight as you bring the right knee out to the side, and then as you bring the right heel towards the left ankle, bring the hands to the heart center. Now you can stay here, or bring the foot up to the calf, or you can reach down and help it out to your inner thigh, but don't rest the foot on the knee. Staying focused on the breath, spine stays long. Keeping your gaze soft and steady, focusing on the breath. And just remember, if you come out of any balancing postures, that's all the way cool, man. Just take your time going back into it. Never rush or force anything. Just relaxing into the postures. Now as we take a nice deep inhale, on the exhale, bringing the hands down to the side, bringing the right foot back to the mat, feeling all four corners of each foot. And now nice, slow and controlled, let's roll the left foot onto the toe and take the left knee to the side. Now nice, slow and controlled, feeling that subtle shift of the weight, bringing the hands to the heart center, bringing the left heel to the right ankle. Now you can leave it here, bring it to the calf, or reach down and help it to the inner thigh. Or if you want to go a little deeper and you bring it on up, you can reach around and hook the toe. Just whatever level of the postures you're at today, man. Keeping your gaze soft and steady, focusing on the breath, and just making sure we don't have the foot on the knee. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. Feeling all four corners of that standing foot. And now nice slow and control as we all take a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, bringing the hands to the side, bringing the left foot back to the mat. And once again, let's all just take a nice deep breath together. And now nice slow and control. Let's inhale the arms floating over the head as we slightly reach back. And as we exhale, swan diving towards the mat. Fingertips coming down low. Inhale as we look forward. Exhale and fold, and step back with the left foot. Now the right foot's going to follow, come into a high plank, and then just come on down to the knees. And as we come down to the knees, walk the hands back, and bring the hands to the heart center. Staying focused on the breath, nice, slow, and controlled. And as we inhale, let's rock on back. Inhale back to center, and then rock on back. Coming back to center, as we rock back one more time. Coming back to center, as we inhale the arms over the head, the palms come together. And on the exhale, releasing the hands out to the side, palms face behind us, thumbs to the hips, fingers behind the back. Now if you want to bring the feet onto the toes to get the heels higher, that's all the way cool, man. Pressing the hips forward, drop the head and shoulders back. And if you're cool with it today, windmill the right palm back to the right heel, windmill the left palm back to the left heel, push the hips forward, drop the head and shoulders back. Now push those hips forward so hard that you feel like you might spring up like a catapult. Now if you need to leave the hands on the low back, that's all the way cool. Just try to see the wall behind you. Staying focused on your breath and just going to wherever your edge is today. Taking the nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. And now as we all take a nice deep inhale together coming up, let's windmill the arms, hips to the heels, fingertips pointing out. Coming to Balasana, to the child pose, forehead to the mat, hips to the heels, focusing on the breath. And now nice, slow and controlled, as we float up towards the tabletop. Press our toes into the mat, sitting bones coming to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale, looking at the hands, bend the knees, and either walk or hop to a seated position. Now as we all just take a nice deep breath together, let's bring the soles of the feet together. But now as we bring the soles of the feet together, we want the feet to be out so that if your face comes forward, it will comfortably land right on the feet. Now flexing out to chest with a straight spine, taking a nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, allowing the chest to float forward. And if the hands come to the front of the feet, that's all the way cool. Now if you want to open up them feet like a book, Now, if your elbows will come in front of the shins, use them elbows to just kind of ease the chest forward. Keep the shoulder blades down the back, keep the spine long, and stay focused on our breath. Taking the nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. Every time we inhale, the spine gets longer, and every time we exhale, the chest floats out a little farther. And eventually, you'll just be able to rest the face onto the feet, man. And you'll notice as you flex out the chest, allow the spine to get long, you'll notice how the intensity of the stretch goes a little deeper into the hamstrings, maybe even down into the calves. And that's all the way cool, man. Nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. And now nice, slow, and controlled as we use that inner core strength floating up with a straight spine. Let's take that left foot out and let's bring the right heel towards the pelvis. We're going to bring the sole of the right foot to the left thigh or bicep, and then let's rotate the torso. Inhale the arms up over the head, and as we exhale, swan diving out, we're going to bring the right hand to the outside, the left hand over the top. Now, if the hands don't come to the feet, that's all the way cool, man. Just make sure you keep the fingers together. You don't want to stagger the hands because then the torso is going to rotate. Now flex out your chest and allow the chest to float forward on the exhale. Press the back of your left knee towards the mat and engage that left quadricep just enough to raise that kneecap. You may find that left heel comes up off the mat. Maybe, maybe not. That's just where we are in the posture today. And the more we relax into the posture, just keep flexing out the chest. Taking the nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. Every time we inhale, the spine's going to get longer. And every time we exhale, we're just going to relax a little deeper into the posture. Now nice, slow, and controlled as we all use that inner core strength coming up with a straight spine. Let's allow the right foot to come forward. And if the right foot goes forward, we're going to gently allow the left heel to come towards the pelvis, the sole of the left foot to the right thigh or bicep, and rotating the torso. Inhaling the arms over the head. Now if the hands come to the feet, allow that left hand to come to the outside, the right hand over the top. Flex out the chest, let the spine be long. Now you press the back of that right knee towards the mat. You can engage that quadricep to raise the kneecap. And if you want to spread them toes, man, just add a little extra dynamic to the posture. Staying focused on the breath. Nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. Every time you inhale, that spine just gets a little longer, man. Now nice, slow, and controlled as we use that inner core strength coming up with a straight spine. Let's take both feet straight out. And as we take both feet straight out, let's press the back of the knees towards the mat and let the sitting bones come on down to the mat. Toes pull towards the knees as we inhale the arms over the head. And as we exhale, coming forward with a straight spine, allowing the chest to float towards the toes. Now if your hands come to your shins, your toes, the sides of the feet, that's all the way cool. Now if the hands come to the sides of the feet, let them fingers come on down to the heels. Flex out your chest. Feel the intensity of the stretch get a little deeper into the hamstrings. Turn those feet so that the outside bottoms of the feet run parallel as if you were standing on the floor. And just know that eventually the elbows are going to come onto the calf, to the mat. Nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhales. Just staying focused on the breath, flexing out the chest. Allowing the spine to be long. Engaging the quadriceps to gently raise the kneecaps. Just relaxing into the moment, man. And now nice slow and control as we use that inner core strength. Inhale as we float up. And as we float up, let's allow this right knee to come towards the chest. And as we do, give that right shin a good squeeze. And then take the right foot over the left leg. If you have a deeper practice, you want to come on into a full Ardha Matsyendrasana, that's all the way cool. Now you can take the left hand forward and wrap the left hand around the right knee. Allow the right hand to come forward. Let's watch that right hand start drifting around. And as it starts drifting around, when it gets to the back, press it into the mat. Now flex out your chest and look over that right shoulder. Now you want to keep both sitting bones grounded into the mat. Press the back of that left knee into the mat. Pull the toes of the left foot back towards the knee. And engage that left quadricep to raise the kneecap. You may find that that left heel comes up off the mat. And that's all the way cool, man. Staying focused on the breath, allowing the spine to rotate like it's a spiral staircase. Focusing on the breath. And just relaxing into the moment. And now nice slow and control as we all watch that right hand float up and start drifting around towards the front. As our head, chest, shoulders turn to the front, let's allow this right foot to go out as the left knee starts gently moving towards the chest. And let's give the left shin a good squeeze. Taking the left foot up over the right leg, you want to make sure all four corners of this foot's firmly grounded into the mat. Allow the right hand to go forward to wrap around the left knee. The left hand goes forward as we watch the left hand float around. And as it floats around to the back, pressing into the mat, flex out the chest. And let's look back over that left shoulder. And you want the crown of the head to be directly up over the tailbone. You want the spine to be long. You want to keep both sitting bones firmly grounded into the mat as we stay focused on our breath. Nice deep inhales, the long slow exhales. And every time we inhale, the crown of the head rises. And on the exhale, you just might see a little bit more over this left shoulder. Nice deep inhales, the long, slow exhalations. And now, as we all take a nice deep inhale together, let's watch that left hand float up and start drifting around to the front. Nice, slow, and control as our head, shoulders, chest turn. And as it does, let's just go ahead and allow that left foot to come out as we come onto our back in Shavasana. And as soon as your back hits the mat, just taking a couple nice deep breaths to allow your body to assimilate in a supine position. And now nice, slow, and control on your next inhale. Bringing both feet straight up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, bringing the knees in towards the chest, and reach around and give the knees a good squeeze. Now keep your tailbone on the mat, tuck your chin to your chest to keep your neck down. And now we're going to release the knees, let the knees come wide, take your feet up, and reach up and hook the arches of the feet. Allow the knees to start coming towards the mat beside the armpit, tuck your chin towards the chest, keep the tailbone on the mat. Now don't pull the feet down, just let the knees come down to wherever your edge is today. And if you want to gently rock from side to side, that's all the way cool, man. Just ride that wave of the breath. Staying focused on that breath, man. And just nice relaxing into the moment. Just let that mat massage your muscles all around the lumbar, thoracic section of the spine. And now nice, slow, and control. Let's release the feet. Let the knees come back into the chest. And nice, slow, and control. On your next inhale, let both feet come up. Let both hands come up. Now let's flex and extend the wrist. Let's flex and extend the ankles. Tucking your chin to the chest to keep your neck down. Belly button to the spine. Focusing on the breath. And now let's roll the ankles and roll the wrist. Feeling all sensations. And then let's roll them in the opposite direction. And now all together, let's take a nice deep inhale. Let's spread the fingers and toes. And let's just start wiggling them around, man. And feel that energy moving through your hands, through your feet, focusing on your breath. Nice, slow and controlled. And now let's all take a nice deep inhale together. And on the exhale, let's allow the hands and feet to start slowly drifting towards the mat. Hands to the side. And when them heels hit the mat, just allow your chin to come to your chest. Of course, I'm still sitting up. I always sit up just so I don't fall asleep, so that's all the way cool. And now as you relax in Shavasana, stay focused on your breath. That breath coming nice, slow, and natural. And just notice how your toes feel. Notice the little toe as you work your way towards the big toe. Notice how the ball of the foot feels. How does it feel relative to the arch of the foot? Notice how your heel feels without no pressure on it, as the back of your heel rests across the mat. How does the top of your foot feel as the air hits it? How do your ankles feel? And just feel that energy and down in your feet coming through your ankles as it travels up your shin, your calf, coming towards the knee. How do your knees feel? How does the hamstrings feel? How does your thighs feel? Breathe that fresh oxygen, positive energy all down through the hips. How do your glutes feel resting on the mat? How does your back feel? How do the tips of the fingers in the back of your hand feel resting on the mat? How does the air feel as it hits your palm? Noticing the energy in your wrist. As that energy in your hands and wrist starts moving up the forearm towards the elbow. And as that energy moves up the forearm into the elbow, how does the elbow feel resting towards the mat? How does the triceps feel resting on the mat, your biceps? And now as you feel the back of your head rested on the mat, just relaxing your cheeks, your chin. How does the chest feel as you breathe in? And anywhere in your body where you may feel any extra tightness or tension trying to remain, just breathe that fresh oxygen and positive energy into those areas. Just taking that inventory of the body, relaxed into the moment, man. Now nice, slow and control. Start slowly moving your fingers, start slowly moving your toes as you allow your head to gently move from side to side. Body and mind relaxed into the moment, noticing all sensations. when you're cool with it, start slowly moving your ankles and wrists. And as you slowly move those ankles and wrists, just notice as the awareness comes into the body. Noticing how the body feels. Just noticing all sensations throughout, man. And when you're cool with it, bring your heels in by your glutes. And as you bring your heels in by your glutes, gently allow your knees to start going from side to side like windshield wipers on a drizzly day, man. Nice, slow and controlled. When you're cool with it, rolling over onto your right side. And as you roll over onto the right side, allowing your body and mind to relax into the moment. Just being cool with the now, man. Whenever you're cool with it, coming back around to that comfortable seated upright position, shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders, as we bring our hands to the heart center, to Anjali Mudra. And my name is Breeze, and I want to thank each of y'all for allowing me to share this beautiful moment in time with you. And remember to take this practice off the mat and into your life. Namaste. I ain't hit 20 y'all, man. That's what's up. And if we didn't have no trouble, thank y'all too, man. Yeah.